Hello and welcome to the Car Compass. My name is Sandu, and in today's video we have a comparison at Lexus, the midsize SUV RX versus the compact SUV NX. This is 2026 Lexus RX 450h Plus in the luxury versus 2026 Lexus NX in the 450h Plus luxury. So they are both exactly the same, the plug-in hybrid 450h Plus in the luxury, and they both come all-wheel drive. Now right off the bat, what are the differences when it comes to the trims? So you're going to see some differences. The RX adds a 500h Plus. H stands for hybrid. H Plus stands for hybrid plug-in. Also, other trims that the RX will offer you is going to be a Premium Plus, and in the F Sport you're going to have the F Sport Performance and also the F Sport Design, which the NX does not have them. That's the first difference you're going to notice. As far as the engine options goes, they both come with the same exact options. You have the gas, you have the hybrid, and you have the plug-in hybrid. The gas is going to be a 2.4 liter four-cylinder, and that's going to bring you 275 horsepower. The hybrid will bring you a 2.5 liter four-cylinder, 240 horsepower, and the plug-in hybrid will bring you a 2.5 liter four-cylinder with 304 horsepower. Now, if we're talking the 500h in the F Sport for the RX, those are going to be different numbers because that's the biggest horse in the barn. Moving forward, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. So that's going to really help me out to bring you more content like this one, comparisons, individual reviews, and stuff like that. Also, don't forget to adjust your settings because this video is filmed in 4K, and that's going to help you to view this video at the highest quality. A big thank you and a shout out to Lexus of Sacramento here in Sacramento, California for providing me with both of these cars for the review. I'm carrying a measuring tape with me because once we get in the cargo for both cars, I'm going to give you measuring into inches, not just cubic feet of space, so you can see the exact differences between NX and the RX. That way you'll see exactly what you can carry in that cargo. Now let's go ahead and start showing you the front end. And before moving to the front end, let's discuss some MPG. There is no difference in the MPG because they are both plug-in hybrid. They both come with the 34 miles per gallon combined, city and highway. The gas tank capacity is going to be different. On the NX, the white one in our video today, is going to be 14.5 gallons, to where the RX in our video today, the silver one, is going to be 17.8 gallons. So that's a pretty big difference between the tank size capacity. Now let's go ahead and talk about the front end. The headlights are going to be triple beam LED on both of them, with your daytime running lights in the same exact design, and your signal lights and the hazard lights with amber light. They both come with the 360 camera. They both come with the Lexus emblem. Front grille is going to be different. The bottom grille is also going to be different design, but they are both matte black plastic. They both come with park assist, and the parking sensors are going to be located in different position. They both come with LED fog lights, but the bezel on the side is going to be different design on the RX versus the NX. Now I showed you side-by-side comparison for the front. Let's go ahead and talk side. First, let's start with dimensions because that's going to be different between NX and the RX. 183 on the NX versus 192 on the RX. The width is going to be 73 on the NX versus 75 on the RX. The height is going to be 66 versus 67 on the RX. Ground clearance is exactly the same, 8.1 inches, and the wheelbase is going to be 105.9 on the NX versus 112.2 on the RX. Now let's go ahead and talk trims and tires. Difference is going to be the 20 inches on the NX versus 21 inches on the RX. The RX will have the tire Bridgestone Alenza, and the exact dimensions is going to be 235 by 50 by 21. Now let's go ahead and talk about the NX. They both come with the one color rim, and the tire on the NX is the same exact brand, Bridgestone Alenza, but the size is different as mentioned, 235 by 50 by 20. Also, the wheel trim is going to be different, matte black plastic on the NX, to where the RX has the same color as the car, which brings it a more luxury feel. Side mirrors are exactly the same, no difference. Chrome inserts, the 360 camera, same color for the top, matte black plastic for the bottom, heated, automatic foldable, and blind spot assist. Around the windows is going to be the same exact stuff with chrome, with eyeglass. And now the top is going to have sunroof and moonroof, but the crossbars on the NX are optional, so please don't let that fool you. Now let's move forward and talk about the plug-in hybrid a little bit. The port is going to be different. I see on the NX bigger lid versus the RX, and this is how it looks. And now that we are done with the front and the side, let's go ahead and talk rear differences. And now here in the rear, with the comparison between the RX and the NX in the 2026, both in a plug-in hybrid and luxury trim, I'm going to try to show you differences for the side rear with the picture side by side as a comparison, and you take a good look at this one and see the design difference and all that. Now moving to the rear, you're going to see differences in the tail lights, different design for the NX versus the RX. You're also going to see differences in the lower bumper right here. The NX has some high gloss inserts, to where the RX has no high gloss. Different design all over. They're going to be easily recognizable on the road. They both come with a digital rear view mirror, and that camera is going to be found behind this glass in the same location for both of them. They both come with the lip, same color as the car, brake light lights. The difference is that NX has the wiper visible, to where the RX has the wiper tucked in under this lip. Another difference you're going to see is going to be the location of your parking reflectors. This is how it looks on the NX versus the RX. Now the exhaust tips are going to be located on the driver and the passenger on both cars, and they're tucked and hidden under the car. Because they are plug-in hybrid, you're not going to get the spare tire on any of them, and they come with the tire inflator kit. And now let's talk about the towing capacity. On the RX, if you're fully equipped with the towing package, you're getting a maximum of 3,500 pounds, to where on the NX, you're only getting 2,000 pounds of towing capacity. Now let's go ahead inside and talk about the cubic feet of space and measuring into inches. And let's open these tailgates with that button, electrically controlled button. I pushed twice by mistake. And this one, they both come with hands-free tailgate, so you can kick under if you have the key in your pocket. Let's go ahead and talk cubic feet of space. And now we're looking at the RX. Cubic feet of space with all the seats up is 46.1, to where on the NX is going to be 46.9. So just a little bit bigger on the NX. And I looked online and all over the internet to see if this is a mistake, because it doesn't seem like the RX, it's a smaller cargo with all the seats up, but that's what I was able to find. Let me know in the comment section below if I made a mistake. Now, if you lower that backrest of the second row seating, you're gonna get 29.5 cubic feet on the RX, to where the NX has 22.7 cubic feet of space. And now let me give you measurements into inches for the RX first, and that's going to be about 40 inches if you have the seats up. If you lower the seats down on the RX, and that's going to be an electric button right here, and you don't have to keep it pressed, it will automatically electronically go down, and you have to wait a little bit longer for those backrests to go down on the RX. And now let's go ahead and see for from the center console all the way up to your plastic paneling, it's about 76 inches. And then the entrance is about 28.5 right here. Then from left to right, you're going to get 44 inches right here. This is the RX. Now let's go ahead and see the NX. And with the backrest up, you're getting about 37.5, and the RX had almost 40 right here. Now if we drop that backrest with the manual lever right here, and you go all the way up to your center console, it's about 72 inches, to where the RX had 76. Your entrance is going to be about 28.5, the same. And then from left to right on the NX, in between wheel well trims, is going to be about 40 inches, to where the RX had 44 inches. So that's the differences in cubic feet of space and inches. Now let's see what options you have in the cargo on the NX, and you do not have on the RX or the other way. On the left side, on the NX, you do not have a subwoofer and you do not have electrically controlled backrest. So this is how it looks if you don't have them, and this is a picture with the side-by-side comparison. And now let's see what you get under this mat right here on the NX. And this is how it looks with your tire situation and more personal belongings space. This is your scuff plate with Lexus engraved. On the RX, you do not have Lexus engraved, but you still have the scuff plate. Now let's go ahead and take a look and see exactly how it looks on the RX. This is going to be your subwoofer with electrically controlled seats. The 12-volt outlet is going to be in the same exact, well, on the same side, and then on the right side you're going to have the AC 120-volt outlet and the inverter, and you do not get an inverter or an outlet on the NX, so that's a pretty big difference. And under this mat right here, it's almost the same thing, where you get more personal belonging space and the tire inflated. And now we're done with the outside and the cargo between the NX and the RX in the luxury trim plug-in hybrid. Let's go ahead and talk interior differences. I'm sitting now in the SUV, the RX, and I'm going to give you pictures with side-by-side comparisons so you can see exactly the differences. I'm going to go pretty quick for the interior on this one so I can show you the NX interior as well. The biggest thing for you to know would be the legroom. It's almost the same for the front, 41 versus 41.1 inches for the front versus 36.1 inches for the NX and 37.4 inches for the RX. So the legroom is going to be bigger in the RX, and that's going to be noticeable. Design inside is going to be totally different in positioning, the buttons and materials they use and all that. So let's go ahead and start with the seating surface. In the RX, you're going to get a semi-aniline leather trimmed seats, to where on the NX all you get is the leather trim, and you're going to see that suede looking like on the RX. Also, what's different is you're going to have in the RX the leg extension and the lumbar support. You're going to see that for both passenger and the driver front seats. Another difference is going to be the dashboard. In the RX, you have the suede inserts with the two-level dashboard and the wood inlays, where in the NX you do not have that. They both come with lockable glove compartment. As far as the infotainment screen, they both come with the 14 inches, which is the upgraded one, because don't forget, this is a plug-in luxury trim. You're going to have the same controls for the music, for the telephone, for the vehicle, settings and all that. Let me show you the energy flow, and then let's go back, give you some driving assist options right here. They both come with the same. They both have ventilated and heated seats with heated steering wheel, climate control options right here, and more options when it comes to quick controls. The same way you're going to control your climate control. The only difference is that the RX has a multi-zone climate control, to where the NX only has dual zone climate control. You're going to see the difference in the second row seating for the center console. Now moving forward, the position of these two buttons for the park assist and the panoramic view camera is going to be different, RX versus NX, and this is how the panoramic camera looks like. And then if you put it into reverse, this is how it looks in both of them. Put it back into parking. Another big difference is going to be your center console right here, not just the wood inlays, but also the way you open this lid right here to get access to your wireless charging pad, to get access to more USB ports. They both come with 3 USB ports, USB-C and 1 USB-A. And they both come with wireless charging pad. The only difference is that in the NX, wireless charging pad is optional. It does not come standard. Another difference and a pretty nice feature you find is going to be that the RX can push this bottom of the cup holder down and make it deeper, and then use this button right here to bring it back to normal, to where the NX does not have that option. In both of them, you have the option to open this from the driver's side and also the passenger side, and in both of them they do not have any USB or 12-volt outlet included. The 12-volt outlet are going to be in both of them inside right there. Here, as far as the lever goes for shifting into transmission, this is going to be exactly the same, with the same exact buttons: traction control, auto hold, parking, electronic parking, the trail mode, and your EV controls. As far as the rear view mirror goes, they're exactly the same, with digital controls for your garage and all that good stuff, and the sunroof and the moonroof with your controls right there are exactly the same in both of them. Steering wheel, the only difference is the wood inlays, and they both come with leather trim wrapping, stitching. They both come with paddle shifters, same controls for the levers on the lights and the windshield wipers. Another difference is going to be your cruise control right here. But as far as the controls go on the left and the right, they're exactly the same. The cluster is going to be different because the RX has like a full digital cluster, to where the NX is a little bit lower quality in my opinion. This is how it looks, a side-by-side comparison. Now the left side of the steering wheel comes with almost the same controls, but not the position of your memory seats. The memory seats are located here in the RX, or on the NX, you'll see they're placed on the door panel. They both come with electric controlled steering column. And this is how the door panel looks for the driver, and difference in color, but the design is almost the same. The only difference is that the RX has the suede, to where the NX does not have it. Now let's go ahead and talk second row seating. Now here on the second row seating of the 2026 Lexus RX, the plug-in hybrid 450h Plus in the luxury trim, there are a few significant changes or differences to say between the RX and the NX. First is the legroom, 36.1 inches in the NX, to where here is 37.4. I'm 6 feet tall, just for you to get an idea how much space you have in this RX. The next significant change is going to be the backrest. The way you're going to control it is electrically controlled for the RX, to where on the NX is manually controlled with the lever on your shoulder. And you have a button right here for the RX to adjust your backrest. And on the NX, all you have is two positions by adjusting with that lever. Another difference is going to be your armrest. This armrest in the RX looks so much more luxurious with cup holders and then more personal space here. Another difference is going to be the suede inserts for the bench, and that's going to look like this, a side-by-side comparison. Huge difference is going to be also your multi-zone climate control for the RX, or the NX does not have it. But another difference is that the RX in our video comes with heated and ventilated seats, and that's not an added option. That's because of the luxury, so that's a pretty nice thing to have. The 12-volt outlet is missing here in the rear for the RX, but the NX has it. Also, another big difference is the way you can control this passenger seat from the back bench. On the RX, you have two buttons right here, and you can control that, to where on the NX, you do not have that option. Now the door panel, you have the same exact controls with the lever electrically to open this door, the button to open your window, lock and unlock, but another difference is that you do not have a sun visor for the NX, to where on the RX you do have it. And the suede inserts, again, that's another difference. Now we're done with the RX, let's go ahead and see what the NX brings you. Now I'm sitting in the 2026 Lexus NX 450h Plus Luxury, the plug-in hybrid, and I'm gonna go really quick over the differences so I don't waste your guys' time, but let's talk price. The RX in our video today, base MSRP sticker without added option, comes at $71,800. The NX in our video today without any added options comes at $61,700. So that's an almost, well, a little bit over $10,000 of difference. So a subcompact SUV or a compact SUV, the NX, versus a mid-size SUV, the RX. You make the decision. Let me know in the comment section below. Which one would you choose? Which one would you go with? Depends on the size you need, right? Because this is all about the size between RX and NX, not so much about features, because you can add multiple features in both of them. They are optional. Now, let me show you the seating surface, how it looks, the design, and the fact that this does not have the suede. And now the front dashboard in front of the passenger, a totally different design and lockable glove compartment, the same exact screen with the same exact options. Let me just go over this really quick. Your panoramic camera, if you put this into reverse, the same exact stuff you get. And then let's go to your climate control, absolutely no difference with your quick controls right here, close it. Your dual climate control for the front will look exactly the same. This is your emergency button So the difference is going to be right here, the way you push this lid and you access the 12-volt outlet and the USB ports. The USB-C and the A in the RX is located inside there. This is no difference, but the cup holders in the RX will have that button right here. A little bit different shape on the armrest right here, but you open it the same way. Your rear view mirror digital in the NX as well. This control panel exactly the same, no difference. Your steering wheel is going to have wood inlays for the RX, and you're not gonna have the cruise control sensors right here, but controls here and here are the same. Cluster is going to look different in the RX, but the heads-up display is exactly the same. Another difference is going to be that you have the memory seating on the left side of the steering wheel for the RX, while the NX has it on the door right here. They both come with the steering column electrically controlled. And now we're done with the NX for the front. Let's go ahead and talk the second row seating. Now I'm here on the second row seating of the NX, the 2026 Lexus NX 450h Plus, which is a plug-in hybrid in the luxury trim. And this is the difference in the bench with the design, but they still have perforation and the stitching. Armrest is going to be a total difference, so let me show you that armrest right here. Let me grab the camera and start showing you the biggest differences for the center console, multi-zone climate control on the RX with heated and ventilated seats, and the possibility to control this passenger seat from this control unit right here on the RX. Also, the RX will have suede here to where the NX has this wood inserts, and no sun visor for the second row seating. You open the door by the same controls and the same exact way by pushing this electrically controlled, and if your battery dies, you're gonna have to pull this twice, just like it says right here. And then another huge difference is going to be the way you control the backrest of this bench. Here in the NX, you have this lever right here to control it in two positions. This is one. And then another one right here to where on the RX you have electrically controlled button, and that's a really nice thing to have. Now we're done with the comparison between the NX and the RX in the 2026 plug-in hybrid luxury trim. Here are the MSRP stickers. First to the NX, because this is a cheaper one in our video today, the compact SUV at Lexus. Let me know what you think. There are some add-ons that will take that 61,700 base MSRP sticker to a higher price. And now here is the RX MSRP sticker price. Take a good look, pause the video if you have to. Let me know if you have any questions or concerns. I would very much appreciate some interaction in the comment section below, and let me know how I did. Let me know if you want some other things to specify in my comparison videos between trims, between sizes, SUVs and all that. And please visit my channel to see individual comparisons from other manufacturers. Thank you for watching.